Working? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the BK Nerd Gaming Channel. Properties, no, not this one. Oh, be right back. Oh yeah, we are back. And known as a corpse god. No, I'm talking about webcam, yes. Properties, that. Oh, too much explosion. Let me see if I turn off the light, more exposure works. No, that's too much. Too much exposure. That's better exposure, yeah.
To succumb so easily. Ludicrous.
Like the way that you are.
Is quite incapable of such a thing.
Like the way that you are.
You're the one responsible for my death. You're the one responsible for all our deaths. Why are you alone allowed to live on?
Yeah. I like the way that you are, you know. And also, you know, I always did.
I can see them. Every single one of the souls you sacrificed.
So you have the evil eye.
What's that? The evil eye is the ability to see shades. From birth, Sir Shadowrun could see the ghosts of all the bandits and monsters he killed. Perhaps even birds and bugs. Most bearers of the evil eye either spend their lives within the refuge of the church.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Corpse God.
I got used to it.
Who amuse themselves by toying with these ghosts.
I got used to it. I got used to it. Like the way you are, you know. I got used to it.
Sir Shadowrun is the of the church, but his true home is the field of battle.
So, we are today watching this anime.
I see.
Oh, that's great
So
anime.
that's your true form. All this to protect something so petty.
Lives are no more than playthings to you.
Do you think you're some kind of god?
Gods do not play games, at least not the way you and I do with our evil eyes. Tell me, when you hear those lamentations, the resentful wails emanating from the souls you've killed, is it not thrilling?
You're nothing like you. You're a monster that should have died long ago.
And thus we strive indiscriminately to kill one another. You and I play at being the Grim Reaper, piling corpses upon corpses, but in the end,
Yolanda. You know, that the Shriners monster. You know, there's always a new hero anime that you're gonna watch. It's like it's like a monopoly when it comes to anime. Right? Reincarnation is one of them. It's definitely like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and there's so many reincarnation ones you can watch. They're just all different, but you learn to adapt to it because they're all the same in a sense. You know, this is hero anime. This is great. Yeah, I just like watching it.
What's this? Where am I? I can move. But why are my arms so frail?
I think he got reincarnated into the real world.
I'm having difficulty speaking. The wall seems strange. So does the ground.
See? This is so fucked for him. It's just like he doesn't know what the fuck to do. Like, really? Huh? Oh, never mind. What I meant to say is that you gotta deal with it. If you can deal with it.
Hey, what city is this?
Whoa, hold on a second. What am I looking at here? You gotta be kidding me! Is this for real? Or have I lost my mind completely? It's me. Yeah, cancel that retrieval. There's no body to pick up. Got up and walked off on its own.
What are you telling me? Was the hit unsuccessful after all?
Well, no. I mean, I confirmed the kill. Stand by and I'll get back to you. Now, how in the hell is a kid with his throat slit walking around like normal?
I don't understand what's happening.
Keying yourself?
Retrieving linguistic.
Hey, you. Volca Shino?
What kind of land is this? The last time I let it slip from my grasp. I've come so far. I can't let it happen again.
This is incredible. I face gangsters and hitmen, but for some reason I can't put my finger on. You're more intimidating than any of them.
I mean, it's like, if you can deal
Fall for you.
with it, that means you're not willing to be with it. Willing to deal with it. You know?
What's this?
In my line of work, this building
Yeah.
is nothing short of legendary.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the Yakuza used to perform executions here all the time back in the day. It's so wild how people can just dissolve away. Isn't science amazing? But check it out.
Not just,
Rumor has it
it's
this
not
place is
50.
haunted by not only gangsters, but ghosts too. So people pretty much keep their distance from it
Huh.
now. I mean, the Yakuza one thing, but ghosts? Oh boy, that's the power of the occult for ya!
Yes. I believe you're right.
Sorry.
Even with these eyes, I see them clearly. The people who used this place may have been too careless with the lives of others. Interesting. If these ghosts are visible to me even in this body. It's just as I thought. The evil eyes tie
Sometimes
not to the eyes
it's
of brain, but to
70-30,
soul.
you know?
Oh, brother, are you one of
Or
those
the
people
other
who
way.
makes a big deal about respecting
Yeah.
life?
I suppose.
Oh,
And you
yeah. And
need to treat lives with
the
greater
other way
care as
around.
well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, you know, maybe I watch too much
All lives
fucking
are precious.
understanding it more. I watch relationship content, so they're understanding it more, so I just don't know how to say it correctly. I just thought you gotta be there.
Are you all right, Sir Chakra?
Yes, though I'm plagued by a feeling that my work here is incomplete.
But how could you think such a thing? You've lived up to the promise of your renowned title and crushed the calamity. What troubles you?
At the very last moment as my sword struck him, I'm quite certain whatever spell he was casting took effect. It seemed to me reminiscent of teleportation magic. One moment, I could see his soul with my evil eye. The next, all too quickly, it disappeared. That monstrous necromancer, the corpse god. Did I truly succeed in
Well,
stopping
it's
my
not 50-50. Sometimes it's 70-30. The other way around, you know. It's like you have to understand. You know, you gotta be there. Because I understand now. Because I understand now.
Ah, the fog lifts from my mind. Magic fills me. At last I can think clearly. Misaki wasn't it? I suppose it will remain a mystery. Exactly why you were trying to
Because
kill
I
this
understand
poor
now,
Shireen.
you know.
But in any event,
These
I
things.
owe you my gratitude.
After all this shit going on. Like she calls me like if eventually,
My arrival
well, that relationship was horrible because
to a peace.
that's how close right now. Whether
As
she
you
told me
said,
or
the
not,
time for
that's
playing
not
tag is over.
the main thing is not me finding out.
Now we're going to play Being the Grim Reaper. An intriguing game. A game of killing.
No, I mean, fuck, this keyboard's horrible. See, I get it. Oh shit, fuck, I got the music. Fuck, let's go to the second episode here. Let's see.
Lord Wade
Oh,
is a necromancer.
let's go.
From that point until the whole empire crumbled around me. Always.
Anime is anime. You know, life is life.
Rushed to me.
I just like watching it. This one seems to be really good.
Find only peace. Even if it was false. A game of make-believe. I longed for a simple, tranquil existence. A life like the one I had in memory, so faint that they scarcely seemed real.
don't know a joke when you hear one.
That must be her. The assassin noted Zaya. I hear she's a total psycho who kills with a smile. Wonder what Clarissa sees in a brat like her.
Well, the job's yours if you want it. He's not a killer, though. Just a normal kid.
A kid? Okie doke. I mean, at this point, I've already achieved my goal in life, so why not push the boundaries? The time has come to find out how messed up I really am. And just like that, Tia was dead. That answers that question. I kind of had a feeling good people wouldn't be any harder to kill than bad ones. I suppose somebody like me is better
Would
off
you
for
ever?
themselves, huh? I don't think having me around makes anyone happy. Not bad people or
Would
good
you ever go
people,
out with
or
me again?
Clarissa or Kuriku or Hagane. For that matter, I'm not even sure I'm happy I'm around. Maybe it's time to push another
Would
one.
you ever?
After all, I've never tried killing me before.
That's not good.
Hello?
It's me, Kuruya.
Sorry, Kurifu. I'd love to chat, but you kind of caught me in the middle of my life's climax.
I know what you're up to.
Oh, hiya!
You want to die? Go for it. But at least finish your job first.
Huh?
Don't ask me how, but that kid whose throat you just slit, he's up and walking around.
Hold on, are you serious? So just to be clear, you're telling me I didn't kill him?
Apparently not. Looks like you still have some work to do.
Oh man, what's going on here? I could have sworn I was talking to Kuriku on the phone just now. Wait, I get it. That was my life, flashing before my eyes.
You're awake. That's great news. It means it worked.
Oh wait, but how? Didn't I get skewered through the tummy? Hey, seriously, I died, right? So how am I alive?
Well, in the strictest sense, you're not. Think of it as being reborn through magic.
Okie dokie. So
I
what
would
is
too.
this all about? Clarissa, it's you!
Would you ever go out with me again?
But what's an intermediary doing here? I'm not so sure.
You're quite cold. And I'm not feeling any pulse whatsoever.
Huh?
Have no fear. You're 100% dead, guaranteed. What's it called in this language? Oh, yes. Zombie! Yeah, that's what you are.
Huh?
What up, everyone? How's it going? This is just a little text file I'm typing out with my free hand. And if you're reading these words, then it's probably safe to say I've lost my mind. My name is Takumi Kuruya. I'm an
Hakamakuria.
all-around great guy based out of Shinjuku.
Based out of Shinjuku.
With the help of a net and my trusty drone, which I don't exactly have flight clearance for reasons I won't get into. I also use these resources to assist hitmen in hiding bodies. I'd say I've lived a pretty discreet and humble life so far, and given the choice, I prefer to keep it that way. So what is this mess?
I apologize for interrupting your date, Hoka Shinoyama. That's your name, correct? Before I introduce myself, I have one question. Exactly what is it you're doing here? What's with this drone? Takumi?
That isn't me. Must be the one I lost control of earlier.
Does it have the ability to fly without making noise?
No way in hell.
Can this wait just a moment? I'm about to fix her. You wouldn't by any chance be making this happen with special effects, would you, Takumi?
Lady, if I could produce this, I'd be doing it for a living.
Alright, wake up pretty soon. Now then, I'd like to know who you are, if you don't mind. That girl there, she's Misaki, we're her friends. Our goal in coming here was to avenge her and finish her job.
Yeah, I
But
know.
perhaps that won't be necessary. Am I correct
did. What? You know.
I'm not even sure I heard them just now.
Oh.
This was a mass hallucination. Was that meant to be humorous? Hallucinations
I
are
did,
a joke.
but still had.
For your own safety, you're better off not questioning me.
You're nothing but a
I
monster!
did, but still had
I'm
some
still getting
feelings.
a handle on it.
I did, but
How fragile your kind is. How incredibly easy it is to kill you.
I'm not sure what to do. Would you mind giving me a moment to think it over?
As if he would.
I understand. Please go ahead.
Seriously? This guy's unbelievably relaxed. Why?
I did, but still
Why
had
is he
some
so
feelings.
Those weapons are creeping me out.
Oh, I did.
Remind me of the
No,
ones
I
the
did.
Muslim boy carried around.
Did.
I'm not sure the
I
amount
did.
of mana I have right now is enough to fight or flee.
I mean it.
Then
It's close. I've been hearing them quite a lot lately.
There's a fire at the Shakazawa building. I'm sending you my camera feed.
Huh. Well,
Shakazawa building?
yeah, he is a well, it's like reincarnation, just the other way around. Well, that'd be great too.
what is it that thing is showing me?
Here, why don't you see for yourself?
Tell me about these children you fear for.
Housed within the Shakazawa building is a renaissance child.
Uh,
He'll look after children who were orphaned by the Yakuza, whose mothers earn their living primarily during the evening hours.
I'd like you to take me there now if you'd be so kind.
If you don't know the way, then those children are strangers to you. Why should you care what happens to them?
Because I know well what
the anime is like, where people are good.
Children should not be made to suffer such a thing.
I see. Now, Takumi, lead him to the nursery.
Huh? Really? That's a terrible idea! What if he tries to get
I
away?
just felt like,
Make sure he doesn't succeed.
It's over there.
Whoa, hey! Wait up! What in the hell? He didn't go this wild when he was running from Misaki. There, see? That's the building.
Now I can use magic to amplify the effect of my evil eye. Alright, I can still sense the children's life force.
I never got over it.
Between the firefighters and the onlookers, this place is surrounded. Huh? Come on!
I never get over it.
Did something just jump into the
Is that what you want to hear?
Dunno. These frightened children. Are they yours?
Oh.
Well then, perhaps you'd be willing to lend me a hand.
Hmm.
Boy, this fire's spreading way too fast. Hey, what the? There's something weird up there. What could that be? saving a bunch of children. It doesn't add up. I can't figure him out. Don't know what he's thinking. All I know for sure is he's not like us. I tell you, Clarissa, this guy's a monster like you've never seen before. You should steer clear.
You may be right about that.
But listen, I think Misaki's about to wake up in a moment. So could you get back here as soon as possible?
Wait, what? She's gonna wake up?
Hold on a second. I don't think you get it. Explain it to me slowly.
How disappointing. Even in this advanced nation, children still fall victim to disaster and circumstance. What would it take for me to live a peaceful life? The answer to that question depends on your definition of the word peace. For instance, if you were hoping to achieve peace as I personally understand it, you wouldn't. Cold hard cash.
Way too blunt.
Let's stick with that
It's the
answer.
same no matter where you go, isn't it? Just who
Yeah,
are
like
you,
it
my
is
friend?
nowadays.
Actually, the real question is, what's your goal here in this city? What do you wish to accomplish? Quite frankly, I don't know the first thing about this place. But based on what I've seen, there are no necromancers present here other than myself. I'd like to use that to make money if possible. Power, a place to belong, the ability to live in peace, completely undisturbed. That's the ultimate goal. Perhaps you'd be willing to let me lend you a hand with that. My name is Lisa Kuraki.
That's not.
I'm an intermediary, and these are my
Oh,
associates.
oh well.
Whoever you are,
Yeah.
it seems you not poke Shinoyama, at least not on the inside. Since you've come here from far away, let me act as a bridge,
Admit.
connecting you to this city. It's okay.
How do you spell admit?
Support as you adjust to life here. Name
How do you
Misaki,
spell admit?
as well as Takumi.
Admit is spelled A-D-M-I-T.
One more episode, and then we'll see if this. You know, not everyone can get uploaded, right? But still, should be able to.
Wow, this is hard to believe,
I
but based on
thought
what happened yesterday, it
you
seems like ghosts really do exist. Crazy, huh?
I'd say so. What's more, they're closer than you might imagine.
there isn't anyone out there who stands a chance against you. Other than lemmings, maybe.
I forgot the audio.
Lemmings?
Nah, never mind. Not important. But what I would like to know...
Man, this thing is awesome! Where do the batteries go in? Can I keep it?
So, you got no grudge against Misaki for trying to kill you?
Well, she was the one who ended up dead, now wasn't she?
It's an anime, though. It's like basically he came from the
I'm
other
not
world,
convinced she wasn't better off that way.
everything.
No, I've totally forgiven her. Polka Shinoyama, who owns this body, asked me to, and so I did.
Huh? You spoken with him then? Polka's ghost?
Certainly I have. That's him right up there.
Huh?
Hey, that's the drone I lost control of yesterday!
His soul was still in this body, so it needed a vessel, and this happened to be available. Do you mind if I borrow it for the time being while I look for something more suitable?
No, that's fine. But seriously, though, you just, like, swap souls around like doll clothes or...
An excellent comparison. Yes, human lives are much like the dolls children play with.
Just as I thought, he's bad news. He sat there with a straight face and said human lives are like playthings. I better not let my guard down around him.
Now then, I'm also going to need an income. Otherwise, a peaceful life will be impossible. Any occupations in this world I might be successful at?
There's mugging, or better yet, murder.
Assassination isn't my strong suit.
If you're good enough to kill me, I don't think you'll have any trouble getting by.
Yes, good point.
No, it isn't!
Huh? Hang on, someone's here. Probably to see Misaki.
Me? Really?
So, you're the assassin Zaki, right? I'm in trouble. I've got hitmen from another gang after me. You have to do something.
I'm not sure if I can. I'm in the middle of a pretty important job right now.
I'm begging you. Please, I need...
Very well.
Huh?
Your request is accepted.
Little punk! Where do you get off listening in?
It's a deal. If Polka's down to help you out, then so am I.
Huh?
Okay. What the hell is he thinking now?
If my info broker is correct, they should be sleeping in this building.
What kind of hitmen are they anyway? I mean, talk about careless.
They worked with a guy you offed named Jinba. These psychos, they take out their targets without mercy, and the families too.
They're his buddies, huh? An ambush? I don't want to criticize, but you guys are a little wimpy for hitmen, you know.
Yeah, that's because we aren't hitmen. Truth be told, we're just a bunch of lowlifes, out to get revenge for our boss. All right, you guys finish her off. Huh?
I see. Really? Yes, I understand.
What the hell are you doing here?
I accept your request too. It's my pleasure.
Ah! You what? Fine then, die with Saki!
Oh, did I forget to mention it? Misaki there has become a zombie. A few holes aren't going to kill her.
Huh?
I'd imagine she's tougher than she's ever been.
What the hell are you anyway?
You hear me, Polka?
Oh, yes, I read you loud and clear. Is that how it goes?
Super. So how did you know this was a trap?
I didn't. I was merely carrying out a request. From the children whose ghosts follow him everywhere he goes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I don't know when I've had so much fun!
Hey, damn it! Come on! Let go of me! You stupid brat!
kill again. Everyone's mommies and daddies are safe.
Mommy! Daddy!
Sorry. This wasn't a rescue. I was venting my anger a bit, so... I don't expect payment.
Wow! The bullet holes are gone and my body's as good as new! Look at that! I guess I really am a monster now, aren't I? Still, I've never been shot in the back before. Maybe my instincts aren't quite what they used to be.
Are all girls in this world so free-spirited?
Hey, Polka. I don't understand why you went out of your way to help those dead kids. Didn't you tell me people's lives were equivalent to toys?
Yes, I believe that's about right. A human life is much like a toy. Am I wrong? Toys are precious things. They possess the ability to make children happy. So they should be properly cared for. Indeed, under no circumstances would I allow them to be abandoned to the whims of fate.
Ah, now I see. The difference between his outlook and mine isn't how we view lives. It's how we view toys. No wonder we weren't on the same page. Polka's a pretty dangerous character, that's for sure. Well, just make sure you stay dead this time, kid. Because if you keep walking around like that, we retrievers won't get paid. But maybe Misaki and I are the real scumbags in all this.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was thoughtless.
Don't be so formal. I mean, if we count your past life, then you're my elder. So, in the end, it was a real hassle.
Yes. Understood, and thank you. What? That's correct. I've backed out of the hit on Polkashinoyama. I didn't particularly care for their attitudes, so it's just as well. And the remnants from today shouldn't be an issue. It appears as though they've made a few enemies too many.
Damn it. We're gonna make that little monster pay. We'll bring out the whole armory if we have to.
Hey, what am I looking at here?
That freak do this? You're kidding me. Hey, if this is some kind of a joke, give it a rest.
Lemmings, it's you.
It can't be. No way. That guy's nothing but an urban legend.
That's interesting. Vampires are purely mythological here?
Hold up, in your world they're real? Awesome! Vampires are cool, don't you think?
Would you like to be one? Maybe I could evolve you. Just need enough mana.
Get out!
A class change? What is this? An RPG? I got no idea how long the monster and the zombie intend to go on playing house. But I'm in for a little while longer, at least. To be honest, my life was starting to get pretty boring.
Are you sure? Really?
What about, my dear little Polka?
Goodness, the way you're talking, it sounds like you've gotten close to him already.
He has a soft spot for kids. A weakness like that makes a person rather easy to manipulate.
Who is it that's got a soft spot for kids again? Oh. Phone call, Clarissa. Wonder who it could be.
What is it? Really now. We went over all of this quite thoroughly yesterday. Polka Shinoyama is just a high schooler, you said. And I believed it. One of my best people ended up a corpse because I took you at your word. You can consider our relationship on hold until further notice.
It's an accurate statement, though, right? Wasn't he an ordinary high schooler, at least until he got killed?
I'm not so sure about that. The important thing is that we've managed to rid ourselves of a thoroughly unpleasant client. Now, shall we celebrate? I'm starting to feel romantic about this town again. Choosing your dance partner is a tricky thing, Polka. Be careful.
Please, I'm begging you here. Can't you try to understand my situation? I'm not prepared to pay such a large bill. I ordered one beer, that's all. I didn't know it would cost 60,000 yen.
It's a real shame, you know? A lot of bars ripping folks off these days.
True. I even hear there's such a place in the building next door.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm certainly not suggesting the drinks here are cheap. Hey, dude, where's Clarissa?
She's working the late shift today. Starts at midnight.
What? That's not her schedule. Bummer. So what happened? She have an emergency or something?
There are no issues that I'm aware of.
That fire yesterday was something else. My coworker said people saw skeletons. And I'm like, oh, skeletons? So what? Skeletons aren't scary. We all end up as bones, don't we?
Well, there's corpse wax and mummification to think of.
Whatever. I prefer zombies. I'm gonna feast on your flesh, little lady.
Exterminate zombie. Crush it. Kill.
Sorry, we have a no-touching policy.
So, speaking of zombies, what happens to Misaki now that she's been shot? Is she going to suffer any long-term effects?
Her body self-repairs and is resistant to putrefaction, so it should be fine. However, compared to what she was like before, she may be stronger and less sensitive. If she's ever seriously injured, just feed her some raw meat.
Do I get to be a literal man-eater? I love it! Super cool!
Not okay.
Also, your saliva should have a strong paralytic effect.
Huh? Well, it tastes much sweeter than usual, that's for sure.
If you were to bite anyone, they'd be paralyzed for
Olga!
He was right.
What's your problem?
Want me to bite you, Kuda-poo? To have a girl nibbling on you. It's like a kiss, but naughtier.
Us 3D!
What'd you say?
When it comes to self-obsessed women who think every man sees their kiss as a prize, let me make my feelings resoundingly clear! Nope, stop! Wham bam, no thank you, ma'am! It's not any different from a man who says, I'm gonna make you my woman, as if he's actually doing you some kind of favor! You're a monster that's been created by modern society!
A monster!
Monster. I wonder, in this foreign world, could there be anybody out there like the Calamity Crusher?
You think there were really gunshots?
Beats me, but somebody called it in, so we better check it out.
What was that sound? Dear God, what happened?
Come on, give me a break. You gotta say something already. If I'm gonna bow my head and apologize, don't I at least deserve an answer? Well?
Damn it all. I was this close to finally getting to see Clarissa. This really blows, you know?
I was thinking, does your world use the decimal system too?
It does.
So I'm guessing people there have 10 fingers as well?
10 fingers. There are certain exceptions, but on the whole, most of them do.
Although the idea that the decimal system is based on people having 10 fingers is unproven speculation.
Wow, I'm impressed. Anyway, do you think people from totally different worlds would really be that similar? And would magic from one world work exactly the same way in another?
Good points. Our two worlds must be connected somehow. I'd say that's most likely a safe presumption. Otherwise, there's too much about the situation that doesn't add up.
Looks like your paralysis wore off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight everyone I'm up against from now on!
Wouldn't punching be faster?
I can use it to immobilize people! I used to nail gun them to the floor, which was really quite wasteful. This way is more eco-friendly.
Of course. The zombie's gone green.
The more ways you have of incapacitating someone, the better off you are.
Yeah? Well, I imagine you're no slouch in that department. You had no problem putting all those punks in the dirt. Literally and figuratively.
No, they're very much alive.
Huh?
But they've probably gone insane, so it's unlikely they'd be able to testify against us.
That's not good enough!
Don't worry. I wouldn't have said they're not going to kill again if I wasn't sure of it.
You positively reek of booze, you are.
Says the guy who smells like blood. What went down back there anyway?
Self-defense. My apology was not accepted. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Kill you? Not likely.
So, what do we have here?
I see. Well now, how about that? Human beings all tied up in knots. That is a first.
No wonder the MIU called us in before starting their investigation.
Remind me again why it's our job to handle this?
No other department is equipped to deal with this kind of borderline occult stuff.
If not us, then who? Is that really what you're saying? Lemmings. The Grim Reaper. The fire-breathing bug. This could be a troublemaker in their league. Pretty exciting, isn't it? A policeman's work is never done. The Gator Sisters, the Barber, Riddle, the Grocer, the Poisoner, Donner, and Phantom Solitaire. As you all know, everybody on this list is either in custody or deceased.
Who was it that gave them those weird nicknames?
I'll give you one guess.
You there! Cut the chit-chat! The nicknames are fine. It's not like we're going public with them.
They hit him where it hurts.
Anyway, working here in Comps 3, that is, Materials Compiling Group Number 3 if you want to get technical, means cracking the cases the public can never find out about and wouldn't believe anyway. Now, the Grim Reaper, the fire-breathing bug, and Lemmings. It's worth noting that these three troublemakers remain at large, considering the skeletons in the fire 2 days ago, and the human knots that were found yesterday.
Also, the footprints at the scene of the human knots. We found that some of them match those of Lemmings. There's that.
It's true. And we think the fire-breathing bug started the fire the skeletons appeared in. We're not sure yet if they had any involvement in the human knots. That said, activity from 2 troublemakers in as many days, not good.
Any way the skeletons could be CGI?
In multiple videos, the skeleton's size and perspective stayed consistent. If such a thing could actually be falsified in real time, we could never trust video evidence again. Doubtful.
And if those skeletons were fake, how do you explain all those kids getting out of that building?
The story's all over social media and occult websites.
Look, don't worry. We've never run into anything that couldn't be explained. Even Phantom Solitaire turned out to be a very impressive but very real person. There hasn't been a single case where we've turned up anything legitimately supernatural, like a ghost or a wizard. It's not any different here. The perp is always human in the end. And as long as they're human, we'll be able to handle them.
Yes, this should do. I've just successfully transferred the soul of the old Polka into this stuffed animal. You can have your drone back now.
Wow, my drony wony, I missed you so! Was that you missed me too?
That wasn't fair. You're not the old Polka, you're the real Polka. Sorry, I need to borrow your identity for a bit. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Oh my god! What is this adorable little thing? Did you buy it somewhere, Polka? Look at that, it's turning red!
So he's got the hots for her even after she killed him? Guess the old Polka's a weirdo too. You're trying to tell us something, aren't you?
Perhaps I should enable him to speak.
Huh?
I'd only need a fresh set of human vocal cords.
What do you mean, only?
I could create them, but it would require a lot of mana. Upon reflection, magic may be a higher priority than money. Unfortunately, this world has very little mana in the air, and I don't sense many spirits.
Okay, so?
Typically, ghosts are a plentiful source of power. You would be surprised how much energy it takes to keep a human soul in the living world after death. Grudges, regrets, that sort of thing.
Five, 0, 1. Seven, 2, 6. By exorcising those ghosts, a necromancer can gather that energy and convert it into magical power. That's why this building was so great. It had more mana than you'd find on an old battlefield.
Not many other places like it, that's for damn sure.
Not to worry.
Huh?
Because your world has mana stones, just like mine did.
Never heard of them.
I believe you refer to them as gemstones. Your diamonds, sapphires, and such. In my world, they function as high-density mana stones. No more than a single bucketful, I should think. That's all the arcane power I need to accumulate a vast share of this world's wealth.
Yeah, that's cool. But I think you might be due for a little reality check.
So, if I'm understanding you, this one stone costs 30 times what one of your high-ranking officials earns in a day? I never imagined the expense would be so great.
Were they a whole lot cheaper back where you come from?
Yes, even children could easily afford them.
Wow.
But to attain a peaceful life, I'll struggle onward. I just have to save until I've got enough money to buy every jewel in this shop.
That's going to run you, let's see now, 3,812,795,800 yen.
I'm still figuring out this world's currency, but that doesn't sound great.
Thanks for stopping by.
Those stones were emanating such potent mana.
Couldn't you, like, suck the magic out through the glass or something?
If I did that, the stones would crumble. It's not right to destroy someone else's property.
Your moral code is something else. All right then, so where do we go from here?
No!
Running away from me. My feelings are hurt. Come here, you criminal.
Hey, nice to see you, Clarissa. Missed you last time.
And what can I do for you, Inspector?
Actually, I've been dying to have a little chat with you. So that fire, down at the Shakazawa building? Your people certainly were busy that day, weren't they? Oddly enough, it turns out that info broker's drones were spotted near the scene. Then yesterday, we found some guys who were in real bad shape. Funny thing is, they'd been working for a lackey of yours, a guy by the name of Jinba. Naturally, all this has me wondering if there might be some kind of connection here. After all, I am a cop, right? I mean, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. Just how deep are you and your organization mixed up in this, Lisa Kuraki?
My apologies. It seems I've startled you. Don't mind me, really. I'm not even here.
Yes, right.
Stay on your guard, Polka. I have a feeling this guy's a real handful.
I know you can hear me, Takumi Kuriya. These drones of yours, you can communicate through them when the propellers aren't spinning, can't you?
Of all the guys who could have caught me! Okay. If he's not after Polka and Misaki, maybe I can play dumb?
Pardon.
I believe I asked you nicely to ignore my presence here.
You did. But if you don't mind, could you please be careful with my friend's drone?
Your friend, huh? That would be Takumi.
Yes.
Oh no, that won't do at all. I mean, you're still in high school, right? That guy's human garbage. Hang around him and you'll end up as rotten as he is. You should cut ties with him. Right here and right now. Huh? Why is he so cold?
Interesting. Garbage. And rotten as well. Society may apply those labels as it sees fit. However, I alone decide who my friends are!
I understand. Now I'm curious. If you don't mind, could I ask you to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Kozaburo Arase. He may be a detective with the Shinjuku Community Safety Division, but he's far more terrifying than any criminal. When I used to run intel for a street gang, I saw him in action. He went up against 8 of their toughest fighters and demolished them in no time flat. You hear me, Polka? Don't say anything. He'll catch on. Hide your power. You'll never know peace if he ends up on your tail. This guy's a cop.
Tell me, was it his idea? To become friends, I mean. You should always be suspicious of strangers who want to get too close too quickly. Didn't you ever learn that from your parents?
I never had the chance. My parents sold me.
They sold you?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of my previous life.
Utterly fascinating. Anyway, moving on. Could I have your name, young man?
Misaki's at Clarissa's bar all the time, and Polka will probably end up there too. Gotta come up with a credible story. Yo, what's what, Arase? It's been a hot minute since the last time we spoke.
You have my phone number. Now this is certainly an unexpected turn of events. Well, I have to hand it to you. You've really upped your game.
Look, those two are a couple of gaming buddies of mine who happen to have relatives that work at Clarissa's bar. They're not involved in anything shady. Do me a favor and cut them a break.
I'll make a decision about what to do after I finish questioning them.
Hey, I know I'm looking at a fine for illegal flying. But what will you be looking at if a video of you harassing innocent kids hits the net?
Goodness me. This is how you try to cut a deal, is it? You're a real big man over the phone, aren't you, Takumi? You, the same guy who sold out his old pals. So afraid of getting hurt that he was willing to spill every bit of information he had. Hey, are you aware of the kind of guy Takumi Kuriya really is? The kind who'd betray his friends in a heartbeat if it meant he could save his own skin. He was telling me things I didn't even ask, like how many moles their kid sisters had.
How the hell would I know a thing like that?
He's a callous, untrustworthy criminal. Who knows what he tells people about you? Give him half a chance, and he'll be more than happy to sell all your secrets away.
So he's a big mouth. And yet, I'd say that's far preferable to what you are.
Yeah, that settles it. He's no ordinary kid. The aura surrounding him is like that of a mob enforcer. No, that's not quite it. Maybe a battle-hardened boss, or a veteran soldier. No, impossible.
I don't want to show him my power, and I can't let him figure out who I am. I wonder what Misaki's thinking right now. Huh?
Now where did that girl disappear to?
Oh, how scary! Did you see how that creep was about to beat me up and I had to defend myself just now? Come on, let's go! If we stick around, things will get ugly!
With that kick, she's no normal kid either. How could they have gotten away?
That was too close. Thanks, you saved me.
Could have sent me a text. He's a cop, run for it. That was the basic gist of it.
How you doing, Polka?
All right, fortunately.
So, hey, I really appreciate your impulse to stand up for me back there, but you were giving me too much credit. What he said was true. I'll protect my own life at all costs. If someone threatened me, I'd give up your secrets in a second.
Now you're giving me too much credit. There's no secret I have that's more valuable to me than a friend's life.
Dude, was your past self this straightforward?
Remember the Geldwood religion I was telling you about? They wielded holy arts that could compel people to confess against their will. So I never had to worry about someone else selling me out.
You sure those guys were holy? Because damn.
One of them was, at least.
Hey, Aikawa. Got a weird question. Would you mind looking into this footprint for me?
What the hell? Is this a joke? Wait, hold on, that's a woman's shoe. So what's the story here?
Odyssey! You're injured. That needs to be looked at right away. Now then, let's get that shirt off. Just a little...
Actually, I don't need to look into that print.
No?
I just saw it right here. The most important print at the human knot crime scene. With the obvious exception of lemmings, of course.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, scary.
Come on, could you please cover up your back? The sight of it is freaking people out.
Bingo. This is it. A case I can sink my teeth into. I'm looking forward to having some fun.
What's with all the activity over at Comps 3?
I hear they got a lead on Lemmings.
What? The troublemaker?
I'm pretty sure he first showed up, 5 years ago. Let's see. Murder, protection, transportation, kidnapping, robbery, destroying evidence, debt collection. Rumor has it he'll do any job needs doing. I saw him once with my own eyes. He was a monster, no mistake about that. The men he was up against that day were armed to the teeth with submachine guns, and as they rained bullets on him, he snapped every last one of their necks. And didn't dodge, he took every hit. Nothing I'd like more than to say we'll catch him ourselves. That's Comps 3's job. It's up to Iwanome and his team. He may be an oddball who lost his shot at promotion, but don't sell him short. He's tougher than he looks.
And that's when I finally told him. Look, I've had it up to here with all your tricks.
Really? Come on, that's the kind of thing a red shirt would say.
So, is that guy in here for any particular reason?
He wants to ask us questions. But since he's got no warrant, he's taking what he can get.
Hey, Lisa Kuraki. Give it to me straight. You're working with some seriously nasty troublemakers, aren't you? Come on. I don't mean lemmings or the fire-breathing bug, but I know the Grim Reaper's one of your people, isn't he?
Whoa, those are some scary names. I don't know. Lemming sounds kind of cute.
Cute? Lemmings? Believe me, nothing cute about that guy. To be honest, he scares the hell out of me. One time he actually broke through a 30-man team. Oh, can we keep that between us?
I don't know.
Should he be saying that stuff? I can't imagine his precinct would want that kind of thing getting out.
He shouldn't, but it doesn't matter.
Huh?
We're part of the underworld. What happens here stays here. Yes, he's just putting on a show for my benefit.
And those skeletons walking through fire? Yeah, that smells like a whole new troublemaker to me.
What, really?
He's getting too close. We should warn Polka to steer clear of this guy next time we see him.
Yoo-hoo, Clarissa! We stopped by to hang out!
All the times.
Hold on, you two. Hey, aren't you underage? You shouldn't be in a place like this.
Oh, don't worry about us. We'll just be having milk.
Kids these days sure do have expensive tastes. Huh? Hey, here's an idea. I can take care of your tab. The catch is, you have to clue this old geezer in on what's hip with the youngins these days. Huh? Odyssey? Hey, looks like he's headed... No way! God, man, is that hot? Could be worse, I guess.
No, really! And then Hagane was all like, damn you and your impudence!
Come on, that's the kind of thing a red shirt would say. By the way, who was Hagane again?
This fruit juice, there's something about it. Throughout the entirety of my existence, I never tasted anything so delicious. If only I could have shared it with everyone in the coal mine.
Hey, why is he crying?
Dunno.
Hey, Polka! Are you at the bar? Don't answer! If you're there, get out the back door ASAP!
Would you mind stepping aside? I'm a customer, at least for now. So...
It's fine. Let him in. His friend is sitting over there.
Yo, Arase, come join us, buddy.
Sly devil. I wasn't expecting to find you sitting with them.
Hey! You're that bad guy who was trying to beat me up and force himself on me!
Huh?
I never tried to do any such thing.
Oh, Arase, how could you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, can't you take a joke? Now, if you don't mind, we're gonna need you guys to answer some questions. You wouldn't want to force us to charge you kiddos with obstruction of justice now, would you? The hell's going on here?
I'm not sure what's happening.
What do you think, Polka? Shall we make a run for it?
I think that sounds like a great idea. Let me take your hand this time.
Why, Polka, coming on kind of strong, aren't ya? There a problem?
Something's here, but what?
Let's get some light going.
Come on. Seriously?
Just what is he doing here?
Lemmings.
That's done, so don't forget to like,